And so how do you build that intimate connection with an employee so that you know how to motivate them?
Well, for one, every time they come to your door, it's an emergency. I mean, if it wasn't, they wouldn't be coming to you. They'd be sending you an email. So we have this really bad thing that we're in the middle of something. It's a big problem. And somebody comes in the door and they ask you for something that's in your mind minor. In their mind, it's major. So you kind of got to be able to set your responsibilities off the side and say, let me take care of this. The other thing you got to do is whenever they have a problem or they're talking into a situation in their life, what can I do to at least be there to listen and help?
Yeah.
And not be like, oh, you should never do that.
Their personal stuff.
Well, yeah.
As well as, yeah.
Personal's going to come out and work if you let it. But I mean, if you completely blow it off that their personal stuff doesn't matter to the workplace, how are they ever going to connect with you?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to, like I said, you have to genuinely help the person grow as a person the way they want to. I mean, you can sit back and say, I want you to do this, 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 and this because you're going to be this person. Good luck. That's never going to work. You have to be able to look at the person the way they are and find a path that you can help possibly guide them. But you can only open doors. You can't force those people through those. They've got to go on their own. And I mean, I'll reference books if they're a book person. I'll reference podcasts if they're a podcast person. I'll be articles if they want to read. And ultimately, I'll just give them as many tools as they can to get to themselves. And I'll be there to be more than happy to talk to them in a constructive manner to say, what can we do? And the worst part about it is that we focus on just the work stuff. It's the non-work stuff that'll make a bigger impact.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the ladies I have working for me right now, her biggest thing was health. And that has nothing to do with where we work right now and what we're doing. But I'm helping her with that because that's important to her. And we've connected very deeply through that.
Yeah.
And she's changing up her diet. She's changing up her exercise routine, all kinds of stuff that, funny story, Kate was able to teach me. So, I mean, that kind of stuff connects through that. And she's doing a bang up job at what she's doing because she feels that connection. She wants to make sure that we get stuff done at our office.
Yeah. People want connection. And I've even, as we're talking, I'm thinking about in the process of growing Decide Your Legacy to reach more people, building a bigger team. And I think I have done this in the past, but personality assessments can be helpful. I find that events celebrating birthdays, celebrating and even mourning with people, all those things can be helpful, but everything has to be genuine. Do we really want to get to know this person and know them on a deep level? It's going to come out through our body language. It's going to come out through how we engage, the frequency, the consistency. I always feel like trust is built through consistency over time because sometimes people can do that for like a week where they're really friendly and they're really encouraging as a boss. And I've had that before. But if you're going to do it consistently, you're going to build that kind of trust that can really transform a relationship.